Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Chronic Colouring Down Under. I'd like to thank those who have subscribed so far and welcome those who are watching for the first time. My name is Sarah, I am from Victoria, Australia, and today I will be doing my collab that I do, not my collab, sorry, our collab that I am part of with Johanna, Jamie and Tiana. Hues of Colour. So if this is something that you think you'll be interested in, grab a drink, put your feet up and enjoy. Okay, welcome back everyone. I hope you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy world. As I said in the intro, today I'll be doing the Hues of Colour 2022 collab. I'll include the girls' channels down below in the description, so make sure you go and check theirs out as well. Today I am doing a summer palette. Sorry, lots of ums today. So I'm going to use the Sarah Renee Clark catalogue, oopsie, which is this. I don't have it printed up, I just have it on my phone. This is one I use if I'm out and about or on holidays, so I don't have to pack anything extra. So we will put summer, look for summer, there's summer, press on summer, and here are the palettes I get to choose. So is anything, I've got to be careful because I'm trying to use up my Hues that I've still got that haven't ran out, and before I bring out my new set. But I may have to bring out my new set the way I'm going. I'm really... Okay, I reckon I am going to go with the ice cream, that one. Okay, oops, sorry about that glare. So we have a light pink, a white smoke, clay, mimosa and amber. So I'll pause for a moment and go and grab those colours. Okay, that took a little bit longer and I've got a bit of a mishmash. That's what I've come up with. That's looking, oh, I don't even know about that yellow. That's looking very green. Oh, I've got no yellows left. What's sugarcane like? This is a part that, oh, that's even greener. See, I should pull out my swatch cards and look at them instead of trying everything, but I don't think they're out in my trolley. Yellow green, not even going to touch. I might have to pull one out of my new packet. Oh, let's have a look at that. That might be a bit better. We'll try again. Okay, sorry about this guys. This is how it takes me ages to get going with a palette that I'm really happy with. Not even 100% about this clay, so I might go potato brown and see if that's a little bit lighter. Oh no, that's darker. Oh, I don't mind it with the blue and the pink. I'll just keep that there. Just, I know people are probably saying, that's not what the book says. At the end of the day, it's your colouring and you can choose whatever colours you want to choose. And I reckon I might go that dark brown. Oh no. Oh no. Oh well. That's okay. We can fix it. Oh, I'm a dill. That's where I'm colouring. Oh, okay. So we will get the pencils and pens I'm not using out of the way. Put that one there. Put the pen there. So the markers I am using for this, and I'm pretty sure I'm doing the Woodland Wonder book by Jen Racine. I've actually done a couple of other pictures out of this week. I've really enjoyed it. I totally forgot I had it. So yeah. So the colours I am using are it's just a light, sorry, the light's not going to help me much, a light pink, and this is just a basic Anco marker from Kmart. The next one is the MG020 Blue Grey out of the Ohuhu pastel set. I've had to pull that one out of a new pack. Then I've got oh gosh, yeah, pull you up a bit. Y120 Buttercup Yellow. I think that might be last. It's supposed to be last, sorry, yep. The brown Anco, that's the potato brown. And the Anise GY6 out of the Ohuhus. So, they are the only 5 colours I am going to use. And in this, yeah, it's a pretty soft palette, which everyone knows I like more muted than bright. I was going to go bright, but I can't find a lot. Oh. Yeah, yellow and blues are going to be the one that'll hurt me. Alright, we've got my palette. That's alright. Shush, Sarah, keep going. So, I'm not going to colour this whole page on camera because I don't know if you can see, but faintly, I've drawn a circle around this fox here. And what I'm only going to colour in her or him today. And if you want to see the finished page, you'll have to come back and see my completed pages. I know, what a tease. I just can't guarantee I'll get it finished tonight to be able to put on the end of this for the finished result. So what I want to do is have this, as it's winter here. Oh no, yeah. No, I'm doing a summer palette in this circle. Don't confuse yourself, Sarah. Oh, and I'm glad I got a brown fox. I totally forgot about that. I'm more happy now with that fox. So, I don't have a green for the grass. Can I add a green in? Is it too late? Oh, please. Yeah, I'm going to add a green in. I know, I'm bad. Grass green. Let's just have a quick looky. It's probably going to totally muck my palette up. Oh, no, that's not a good green to have. Horseradish. Oh, yeah, horseradish will do before I change my mind again. All right, let's get going before I stop. So, this month is the start of summer for you guys on the other side of the world, and it's the start of our winter. As you know, I don't like summer at all because of it just makes my thermostat overheat. But geez, I'm trying really hard not to say today, but they're coming out like pimples when I was a teenager. Anyway, I again, I just got to stop thinking about the don't I, guys? It is so cold here. We have been having what they're calling an Arctic blast. So this end of Australia has been really copping cold winds from Antarctica. So it's not been very pleasant, and I have really learnt. I've never enjoyed winter, but I should be a bear. I should be a bear living in this cabin, just sleeping and eating, sleeping and eating, and that's it. I just lose so much motivation in the cold weather. Is anyone else like that? I just don't want to go out. Darren's been nagging me to go to Bunnings for the last 3 days with him. And I'm like, I'm not up for it today. And tomorrow's pretty well my last day, because then it's football week. Football all day Saturday. And Sunday is tennis training. So I sort of have to commit to my promise that we'll get there. I've got to be nice though, because Bunnings is like equivalent to his art shop. And I try to be excited, but the stuff he looks at is just so boring. I hope Darren doesn't watch this one. He generally doesn't watch them, only if he's in them. So, yeah, I'm not a winter fan at all. I think my favourite season is autumn over here. Spring gets really, really windy here. And all the pollens and that just play havoc with my family. Darren, it's funny, Darren and I, this is now starting to run out, so I'll go on the side. Darren and I take turns in who's going to have it. If he's flare up, pretty well count that mine won't. If mine flare up, you can pretty well bet that his won't. Oops, we've got a green fox. Alright guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to grab, I don't like it when it's like that, go and grab the horseradish out of the new packet. Still in its plastic. Come on, pop it out to me. Where are you? It's horseradish. Come on. It has to be. No. Horseradish in there. Oh, this too. Looking in the wrong thing. Horseradish is in pastel. Sorry guys. I mix my pastels and basic colours together now and just have them in my big koala bag that I tried not to buy, but Sally convinced me it was a great idea, and it has been a game changer. Thank you, Sally. Now, I'm going to want to go back all over that again because it's going to be a harsh. If I have time, because I want to keep this to about half an hour, I'll do a little bit of blending with the markers while I'm on here. I did, it was yesterday or the day before, I think I did 3 pictures that I needed to, I haven't even looked to see if you guys can see, sorry. I did 3 pictures in Morgan O'Brien's The Way to catch up for Jojo's Hannah's colour along, and the Morgan scavenger hunt, I think is what it's called. I'll pop Jojo's details down below and you can go and check that out if you're not aware of it. And I just so love that. I have to get those other books now because if you want to learn and practice blending with markers, The Way is a really good book to do it in. Really good book. I don't think I've done a picture in there yet that I haven't done a lot of blending. So, I mean, and it's great because, you know, it's a sort of book that you could do just straight colour and it'll still come out cute. Or you can, you know, spend that bit of extra time on it. Damn. I don't want to do a third. It's going to be a big there. I might go over that with once it's dry. Yeah, so if you don't have the book called The Way by Morgan O'Brien and you really want to sort of practice with your marker blending, I strongly suggest to go and grab that book. It's really good price for what you're getting. I think it's only like $9.89 here in Australia, which is a really good price for us Aussies. And also Matchstick Mouse, if you're not into, The Way has got, if you're not aware, has Baby Yoda in it. I don't know much about Baby Yoda and all that sort of stuff. I'm old school Star Wars, you know, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back. That's about as much Star Wars stuff as I know. None of this new stuff. I have no idea. None at all. But that's okay. I'm not really a movie buff. Yeah, I'm going to have to go over that again. Grr. I hate that. That's just grinding me. But I don't want to keep going over the one area. You'll get bored. Sorry, needed a bit of caffeine. Over this side, cover up this mess that I made. Can't believe I did that. I thought the book was closed. I'll blame the weather. I blame the weather for everything. Oopsie. The beauty with markers is that, especially if they're lighter colours, you can sort of cover up your mistakes with a darker marker. And if it's a darker spot where you're going, well, that's where you just do a bit of shading and blending and, yeah, just have fun with your markers. And I think why I enjoy the markers so much in Morgan O'Brien's book is because the style of his drawing is really sketchy. So it's okay to be a little bit imperfect. Sort of, it invites you to be that little bit imperfect. And I like that. I go from one extreme to the other. I either want a piece that it's totally solid, no white bits showing, or you can tell that I've deliberately left white bits showing. You'll often see me do that with, if I'm doing flowers, trying really hard. I don't normally draw colour like this. It's extremely uncomfortable as a lefty, but I'm sort of trying to not cover it up for you. So yeah, that's just my little bit of a tip for anyone that wants to explore further with their markers. Yeah, back to the weather. The other day they were saying that they're expecting this to be the coldest winter we've had in 126 years. Oh, yeah, not cool. Not cool at all. I've already got Tyron, our youngest, he's home. He's been sick since Saturday. Today is Thursday. Yes, I'm a little bit late with this, sorry guys. And we've been testing him every day, and he hasn't tested positive for COVID as yet. But so hopefully it's just had a bad cold, or he's had a dose of the flu, which is a bit annoying because we're all booked in to get our flu vaccinations done. I think it's next week. So if he's had the flu, I don't know if he can have the vaccination. We might have to wait. Man, I thought they'd left, but I just heard Darren and Jace talking. Jace has got football training, and obviously they haven't. Jace takes longer to get ready for everything. He's worse than, like, even when I'm getting ready to go out for tea, he takes longer than me. You have to be on his case, otherwise he just gets distracted and sits on his bed and looks at his phone, and he'll even ring a friend and be like, what are you doing? Nothing, talking to... Oops, forgot to look at the camera. Talking to such and such. And I'm like, you're supposed to be getting ready, we're going out for tea. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's like, kiddo. Ugh. Okay. Happy with that. I will be doing shading on this. I think it's screaming at me. That green's driving me bonkers. So we will have, obviously, a brown tree. Nope. I love these markers, and I think they're like $4.50 for a pack of 6. They're skin tone, and they do bleed out a fair bit though. Be warned if you're in Australia and you think, oh, I might go get a look and get them. But I don't use them just for skin, as you can tell. And they're just yummy and juicy. One thing I have noticed with especially my Ohuhu markers, and can anyone else tell me if it's happening to them or if it's just me, but I always line my markers down, always. Oh, except for right now they're sitting up because I was trying to quickly find one. But I'll go to use, I should have done that a different colour. Oh well. I'll go to use because I mainly use the brush tip, I'll go to use the bullet nib, and 99% of them, the bullet's dry. I know I could just add some alcohol to probably rejuvenate it, but does that happen to anyone else? Like if they're using one side more predominantly, that the other side just doesn't want to play anymore? Let me know, because it's driving me nuts. Okay, we know the fox is going to be brown. Let me have a look here. That's, oh, put that one over there. I don't want to grab that. We might do the path in the blue as though it's gravel. Because that's, besides brown, that's about probably the closest I can go, because it's a blue-grey. I might even do 2 layers on that. I might use my broad. How's this? Someone that doesn't like using... No. I hate using the broad. Is anyone else... Or the chisel. Is anyone else an anti-chisel user? I am, until it's dying and I've got a big area to still go, and then I'll just go nuts with it. I just feel really awkward using them. Sorry, that's our squeaky garage door going down, if you can hear that noise. I couldn't think of anything worse going to football training now. I'm glad Darren does it all. I used to, when our daughter was living at home and she was in her teens, and I was feeling, you know, my health was good, and then sort of, you know, I could still work and do stuff and that. And I was the team manager for her netball team, and I did that for about 3 years, and that was just silly woman, because you had to be at all training, no matter whether it was raining, freezing, whatever, you had to be there. I couldn't just drop her off and come back and pick her up. I had to stay. Oh, it was fun, but just not the weather at all. And obviously someone's left a door open, so if you hear Scarlet bark, I apologise, she's been able to get into the front lounge room, which means I may have to pause and go and put it back, because I don't want to ask Tyron to do it. He's all snuggled up on the couch. Now you can see I'm being pretty rough with my end, and I'm okay with that. And when you see my completed pages, you will totally understand why, if it comes together. If it doesn't come together, I don't know if I'll no, I will still show it. How can we all learn if we don't share our mistakes? I make plenty of mistakes. I think you'll see a couple this month that I've just gone, no, I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I've had it. I hate it. And I'm not going to try and rescue it. I might try, go back and rescue it in time to come, but I just wasn't feeling it. And so I just didn't. I don't want to get to a point where I'm hating doing a page while I'm doing it. If I'm not feeling it while I'm doing it, I don't want to do it. What's the point of doing, like, you've got to enjoy it, don't you? Okay, I'm going to be really naughty and add another colour in as well. You're thinking, Sarah, you said you're going to only colour with 5 markers. And that's, I'm not going a different tone. It's going to be a blue, but I want a bright blue for the sky. So we might go cloud blue. And you will understand. All will be revealed. Or whatever the saying is. Oops. Oh, so excited. My new Hannah Carlson book turned up today, and it is now officially my favourite book of her smaller ones. I just love it. Absolutely love it. I think it's her best book. Yes, big statement. But that's just my opinion. Remember, peoples, just because I said it doesn't mean that it is correct. Better check another colour in, but no, because we're not... Oh, I'll try that one. We'll go... Doot, 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 doot. And we'll make that bit of the door that colour too. And we'll make the window... Oh, I hope you're still in frame. Sorry, guys. Bring it down just a fraction. You can see my old wrinkly hands. Woohoo! I think that bit of glass. Okay. Alright, I'll get the fox done, and I will do a second coat of that. I won't do it on screen though, otherwise we'll be here for ages. We'll do the fox, and I'm going to colour his tail, obviously, in one of those yellows I have to use. Eek. All good. Oh, I can't have him all brown. That'd be a bit boring, wouldn't it? This was supposed to look like a ice cream palette. It's not looking like an ice cream palette anymore. It's looking like a... Oops, went out of line. It's looking like a... I'm trying to think of something that's not going to get me in trouble on YouTube. A very... That green has just mucked up my ice cream palette, but it will come together. I hope. I really do hope. Oh, try and cover up this little mess here, and I will most likely, if I do use any pimples. Oh, it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and oh well, a bit after 4, nearly 5, and yeah, my brain's not operating appropriately. I don't even remember what I was just about to say then. Ah, oh, that happens to me too much. Way too much. Got to laugh about it, otherwise I'd cry. Yeah. He's outside of his ears. Yes, sorry. I think I remember what I was saying, otherwise I'm going to be repeating myself. If I blend with pencil, it'll most likely be my beloved Polly's. I really need to pull out some other pencils and start using them. So, but half of them aren't. I need to get organising. I just don't like leaving my recliner at the moment with this silly weather. Get whatever jobs I have to get done first thing in the morning, and then by lunchtime I'm colouring, and pretty well colouring all afternoon while Darren's watching something, or if I'm not colouring, I'm researching, because I'll have some exciting news coming up soon, which I cannot even give you a hint about. Everyone's, ooh, wonder. Oh, what can I use? The pink. Okay, the pink's going to be in the scarf with, what's it called? Man, conscious of the time, I'm just going to reset the camera so it doesn't go on me. Got it. This palette is actually a lot harder than I allowed for the subject, if that makes sense. Now I can't remember which colour is which, Yeah, okay, we're going to go, I think this is the this is the Buttercup Yellow. We're going to use that on his tail, and I'll probably do a couple of coats of this on his tail, and I'll do this, the second coat on line. It's so, is there any other left-handed creators out there that struggle colouring on camera because you've got to sort of be conscious of the way you're positioning your hand? If there is, let me know, because I do really, I'll show you when I do like a well, what's it called, like we'll say one of the leaves or something. I'll show you how I normally colour comfortably. Try and smudge that out. Oh, and that's another thing that you can do with alcohol markers, is that say if you have made a mistake, you can often use the marker that you're going over with almost like an eraser, even if it's just spreading it out. Like I probably won't be able to tell. It was a little bit, oops, bad lighting, sorry. No, it's not going to help. There's a little bit of brown over into the other side, and I've just spread that out now. You can't really see it. So, because I know a lot of people use the clear blenders as erasers almost when they're working with their alcohol markers. And yeah, I will be doing more, definitely be doing more work on this little fella with shading and whatnot. Eek. I don't want to yell out to Scarlett because then she'll know I'm in here, and then she'll want to come in. There's people, I don't have my blind down because it's too cold. I mean, don't have my blind down. Oh, really? If I was smart, I'd stop and restart. My brain is really not functioning. I have my blind down because it's cold. I'm going to have a pink nose. Got to get the pink in there somewhere, don't we? So we'll have pink here. Oh, sorry, guys. I hope it's not too loud. Look. Now, I think we've got 2 weeks or a week and a bit left of school, and the boys are on winter holidays for 2 weeks, and then Jace goes, where's Jace go? He's going to Mount Hotham for after the school holidays for his school camp. Very lucky boy. And it's bloody expensive. You know, schools really bug me because, you know, we had to dip into our savings, and we do a huge budget at the start of every financial year, and, you know, allow for school trips and uniform, like everything to do with school. We basically go through our bank statement from the year before and look at anything extra that we've spent, or, you know, places that we've spent that we don't normally have never spent before, sort of thing. And if we think we'll spend there again, they go in the next budget, sort of thing. And then it just allows us to know that, you know, we can afford to put the boys on a school trip and things like that. I mean, you have to when you're on a fixed income. You've got to watch every penny. And this year, like $1,400 it's costing. That's not the high. We've still got a high snow gear because we are not buying it. No way. And Aldi didn't have their big ski sale this year. So we've still got to pay for hire, which will probably be another couple of $100. And then spending money. But we've said you can say, you know, he's working, so he can save up for his own spending money. And my gosh, I really feel for families that, you know, I know we get assistance from the government and all that sort of stuff with family tax benefits and whatnot, but if you don't really sit down and crunch your numbers properly, and, you know, I know some people budget, I hope that, on a weekly or a fortnightly basis, sort of like week to week. I don't understand how they could possibly afford to send their kids on these sort of trips. Like, it's just crazy. Why do that? That's to me, that's just segregating, you know, the haves and have-nots. Or is that just me being dramatic sort of thing? Like, this is the first time we've ever paid. Like, when he went to Mount Hotham last year, he was there for a whole term, and the whole thing cost us $2,000, which we were okay with because it was a whole term. Though, you know, that included everything that he did there. I think it was 2,000 or two. Yeah, it was up there, but it was worth it. But bloody, I don't know. $1,400 for a snow trip for a week is just not fair. It really isn't, because there'd be a lot of kids missing out. And the kids that aren't going on trips, well, they've got to do work experience instead. Yeah, thanks, mate. Like, I don't know. It just, why couldn't they offer a trip that was, you know, even half the price, that was a bit more accessible for everybody, not just people that are good at budgeting or, you know, earn good money. That just, to me, was, yeah, just really unfair. So, Darren, I mean, I was one of those kids that I didn't get to go on all my school camps because I was raised by my dad as a single parent, and he couldn't afford to send me on some of those camps. And Darren and I just made a thing when we had kids that our kids, no matter what, even if we had to sell our kidney, we were going to be sending them on school camps because we didn't want them to be missing out. And that was back when, you know, we were both working full time. So I think we're better at budgeting now than we were back when we were earning really good money. So, yes. So that's it for today. I know the conversation's been all over the shop, but it's a bit like me at the moment. I've been all over the shop. So I'm actually looking forward to finishing this off, but I won't be able to do it tonight because I really want to get this video uploaded. So if you are curious of what the finished product will look like, keep an eye out for it, and it will be in the completed pages. I just had a total brain fart then. And yeah, so thanks guys for watching. I hope you're all doing really well, staying cool or staying warm wherever you are. If you liked it, give me a big thumbs up. That really helps the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, maybe think about subscribing. Share with your friends, comment below, but most of all, guys, stay safe and remember, colouring is cool and kind. Bye.